Next up is Adventures of Mr. Simeon. That's currently ranked 7. I disagree with that rank personally. I would definitely say that's in the argument of number 1, for me at least. Really cool story. Smart chimp that's been tested on meets up with smart mouse, and they run amok in a car. And feces is thrown. And yeah. To feces being just thrown around. That's fantastic. I'm on board with that 99 to 100% of the time. So good stuff there. Next up is Bayou. I mentioned that earlier. It was one of the ones I saw in the ads, so of course I was like, man, I've seen the hell of that. I need to see what it's about. It wasn't quite what I thought it was about. I'm about 33 pages in, so I'm, again, not so far yet, but I thought it was something else going into it looking at the cover, but man, it's an amazing comic. Just amazing. You could easily say it's a literary piece. You know, it's not just a comic. This is a great comic. And it's just, I don't know what to say about it. I would check it out. It's really good. The credit goes to that for Jeremy Love for writing and art, and Patrick Morgan for colors. The colors are gorgeous in that. Just an amazing job all around by that team. I can see where they would throw it into the ads and draw people in. Because it's visually stimulating and mentally stimulating, because you read it and you can think about it. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's just amazing. Really good stuff. I want to finish it. It's so long though, and I've got a small child, so I'm like, every time I get a moment of silence, yes, I made it through 2 more pages. Ooh, stoked. But that's what I got off of Zuda.com. I definitely read some other stuff. There's some really good stuff. That whole competition is amazing. Check them all out. I'm sure any one of those guys are going to find their way into the industry somehow, because there's some beautiful stuff in there. So, mad props to everybody for dropping me the Zuda. I owe you guys a gin and tonic. Ever see in a bar, your drink of choice, I'm getting a gin and tonic. But I owe you guys, because this is, I've been in comics for a while, and I just have never really entered into the webcomics thing, and God, am I regretting it, let me tell you. There's some cool stuff out there. Really cool stuff. And for me, you'll notice, I got a complaint the other day that I don't read enough indie stuff, or, oh my gosh, so much superhero stuff, but that's what I read, you know, everybody's got their taste. That's what I grew up on. You know, I got a kid, I got a mortgage, I got student loans. I can't just buy everything, so I buy the stuff that I really, really love, so. But this helps me to just completely get into stuff that I would love to buy, but, you know, when it comes down to X-Men or a new title, I'm sorry to say, I'm a collector, you know, I need that collection of that. But this is cool, and you know what, and this drags me into some of these, and like Bayou, I just heard there's a collection. I'm going to pick that up. You know, I absolutely am, because, like I said earlier, I don't have the time on the computer. But if I had the book, I could bring it to work with me, you know, when I'm doing something, I got any free time instead of booting up the computer or getting on it, I could just pop through it. Would love it. So, yeah, you know, it's, I know, I'm not all super classy, you know, I'm in my superhero comics and punching and things, but, man, you know, you get what you can afford, and you read what you like. And while I do like other things, I enjoy this. So that answers the question. And does something I have no clue what. I was rambling. Let's get on to reviews, because I just ate up a lot of time. But it was worth it. If this tape runs out, I'll do another one. We'll just call this Burpee's Webcomics Asylum, because that shit's cool. I really dig it. Okay, so reviews. First up, we got Deadpool Mark with a Mouth #1. You got God, why am I saying Daredevil? Deadpool and Deadpool's Zombie Head. Pretty cool story. Cool art, fun story. I actually enjoy it better than the other Deadpool title. I really do. I think it just encapsulates the character a lot better, I think, because it's a little goofy, but it's still really dark, whereas the other one I feel is just, with the art style and the writing, it just seems a lot goofier. So I kind of dig this more, personally. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Next up, Astonishing Tales, Rocafort, and C.C. Sobolski. And I know I'm always butchering that guy's name. I'm sorry. Their initial story with Predator X's and Punisher and Viper and Wolverine, cool story. And Rocafort, I want to stress again, I know I mentioned this a long time ago in these reviews, before we start even doing these on videos, but I want to just stress, Rocafort's going to be huge, guys. This guy's art is phenomenal. I want to see more of it, like, ASAP. That shit is just, it's fresh, man. You don't see much of that shit. looking like that. That's got its own unique individual style, and that's huge. After that story, you got the Iron Man story. Arno Stark, fuck you, you son of a bitch. It's not the end at the end of that, but it better be the end. I didn't even read it. I just went all the way to the end. I read the first half of it, and I hate you, Arno Stark. No offense to the team, just Arno Stark character. I just don't like it. I don't care. Skipped it. Sabra, cool, man. Cool. When's the last time we saw Sabra? It's been a while, you know, and she's dope. You got a strong woman superhero, you know, not to be questioned, you know, she is the main man or woman of her whole country. That's awesome, man. Marvel's always looking to diversify. Let's throw her in the mix a little bit more. Sabra's a great untapped character, so I'm hoping this is the beginning of that, because I mean, you could do a lot with Sabra, especially with the Middle East. Come on, man, with the way the Middle East right now is, you could just do phenomenal stories just focusing in on that region with her. It's mind-blowing what she's capable of being used for. The Mojo story, I'm not gonna lie, I felt it ran on a little bit longer than it needed to. This one just wasn't as enjoyable. I don't know, just didn't enjoy it as much. Overall, Astonishing Tales, strong title, digging it, keeping it going after this arc. War of Kings. God, this isn't over yet. Landra died last issue, that sucked. But other than that, what has this title really accomplished? Glad it's over next episode. Thank God. Woo! Birthday confetti. Next up, we got Geocore 38. Cool story, but what the fuck happened with Daxam? 2 pages? Really? Like, you got a motherfucker flying into the sun, and then you got Daxam's like floating up all Superman style and just getting ready to get burly, and then it's like, and we move on with the story. And nothing. 2 pages. Good title, but damn, what a not so fun ending. Next up, we got Uncanny X-Men. Some cool stuff here. Cyclops is owning shit like a boss. The Dark X-Men squad is super cool, off the chain style. I'm really cool to see I'm really stoked to see Michael Pointer move back in. The Alpha Flight, you know, the Guardian. He's now Omega. I think it's just Omega. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was just Omega. Anyway, so he ties into all the mutant powers going out, you know, and they went into him, and he freaked out, and Bendis' new Avengers. So I'm hoping they're going to tie this back into this right before the end of this this Messiah Complex trilogy thing they're doing. So here's hoping. And I actually enjoyed a Fraction issue. I did. I loved it. It was a great issue. I had a lot of fun with that one. So here's hoping me and Matt Fraction are on the same page now. And if we're not, he can do whatever he wants, man. He's a better writer. He can just run amok. Because I may not like it, but there's way more than do. Promise you that. Because that man's got talent. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, yeah, just cool. Next up, we got Cable. I'm stoked to see Hope on her own, as it appears it's going to be for a little while. It should make it interesting. Get away from the the fatherly figure daughter. Let's see how she develops as a character now, because you've gotten little glimpses of who she is as a character, but you haven't gotten much. Now we're going to start getting that character development, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. And Cable Man's looking ragged, so that's fun. So you get 2 great stories in one. So, you know, 2 for the price of 1. I dig it. Yeah. Next up, an odd one for me to pick up, but I saw the art and I just dug it, and I'll take it out to show you the art. It's called Mr. Universe. The art's pretty sweet. It's a unique story. I really dug it. Basically, this kid just gets engulfed in comic books and just, you know, starts to trail off of reality and imagines himself in situations kind of Calvin and Hobbes style, or imagines how the hero would handle it. And it's just, it's a really tragic story. It's really well written. It's great because it really does a great job of speaking about the youth and imagination and how it could absolutely run wild on you if not under check. And it's a great swipe at fanboys too. I know that's not how I meant it, but it totally is. You know, people are just like freaking out over comics. It's kind of like, chill out, man. It's a comic. Enjoy it. Don't take it too serious. And this kid takes it too serious, and it takes him off in a different direction.